Happy Tuesday, gorgeous ladies. It is Camille here from Prioritize Love. I help single-driven women in how to attract a great life partner so they can have that passionate and loving and committed relationship they truly deserve. So a question I get asked a lot is, how do I know if I should give someone a second date, even though the date may have not been great? And sometimes, let's face it, sometimes first dates are not always amazing. It's a bit like when we get naked or have sex the first time with someone, it's not always the best sex that we've ever had because it takes a little while to get to know each other. So in regards to the first question though, with how to decide whether to give someone a second date, I break it down into 3 categories, and I get my clients to do a bit of an assessment after a date and check in with how they felt in each of those categories. Think of it as body, mind, and soul, or body, mind, and heart. So let's start with the body. Out of 10, how much chemistry was there? How much attraction did I feel? How much chemistry was there? Ideally, you want it to be a 6 or more out of 10. That would be ideal. The second area then would be, how much closeness did I feel, as far as how relaxed did I feel, how much warmth did I feel when I interacted with this person, with this guy, how much did I feel that I could open up a little bit more and tell them things, how much do I feel I could actually trust them. So this is more about the emotional connection. Again, with that, you want to ideally feel, at least at a bare minimum after the first date, it was at least a 5 out of 10. That area can grow a lot because, again, we will get to know each other a lot more when we spend more time with someone. And then the third area is all about that mental connection, the similar interests. Also, how well did the conversation flow usually? Awesome. Yes, so it's a great thing to get clear on. So with the third area, it's all about that mental connection. Did the conversations flow? Do we just naturally have that flow when we talk to each other? So ideally, out of those 3 areas, 2 of them you want to feel like there was a solid connection, either the chemistry and the mental connection, or maybe it was the chemistry and that emotional connection, or maybe it was the emotional connection and the mental connection. The chemistry you're not totally sure about yet. So I'm just going to read a comment. This is making me so much better about the only 1 dates I've been on. Seems I've made the right decision. Awesome. Absolutely. And what I also would say is, if you really feel like you can't imagine to ever kiss that person, or you can't imagine, it doesn't feel right, there's no need to have a second date. However, if you're a woman who tends to reject men all the time, and there's a really big pattern of like, no, he's not good enough, or he wasn't tall enough, or no, I didn't feel enough chemistry, maybe then there's something to look at, because maybe your defenses are up too high and you're actually telling yourself that there was nothing there, and maybe you are blocking it. So that's the other bonus tip I would say, if you tend to be in that category where you just, no one's ever good enough, I would say, okay, for you then I would say, give someone a second date if that's a pattern that you want to break. But back to what I was just saying, check in with yourself after a date. Usually best just to do straight after, when you get home. Which area did I feel really connected with, and which wasn't so strong. And also, just as a bit of a guideline, the first date ideally shouldn't be more than like an hour and a half. Ideally, you don't want to spend too much time with someone too soon, because you're just testing the water. You're just giving them a bit of a taste of who you are. There shouldn't be this big, long 1-day date, and then it might just feel all a little bit too much and a little bit too confusing. So that's just on a side note. So if you are currently really feeling stuck when it comes to attracting a great partner, and it is an absolute priority for you this year, and we haven't chatted before, then I'm also going to share the link underneath for you to book in a free chat, a 15-minute chat, just to check in how you might be in your own way right now and what to do differently. And I might be able to recommend some resources, or we could also talk about my coaching options that I have on offer at the moment. So have an amazing evening. Enjoy the sunshine if you're in beautiful Melbourne today, and feel free to send any more questions through, and I'll be connecting again soon. Bye.